So, hello everyone, and welcome to some Monday evening action here from the Hockenheim PSGL Formula 2. I am your commentator for today. I am Jamie2905. I will be filling in for Owen Wyatt, who couldn't make it tonight. So hopefully, looks like we only got 10 drivers today, which is pretty disappointing. But we should hope for a good race, as the countdown clock is ticking to 0. And I can't get the stream up at the minute because no notification has come through. And so, a highly anticipated division, of course, a lot of promising drivers, a lot of experienced drivers. Some drivers may be in F1 next season, who knows. I know a lot of these drivers. Sorry about that. So, yeah, only 10 drivers here in F2 tonight, but that shouldn't take away from the action. We got Foxy Dude in the Toro, so I'm aware that is not Foxy Dude, as in Foxy 98. Skeven in the Racing Point, Wummer, which is Tom in the Mercedes, that laggy person, which is Lewis Milan, he's in the Alfa Romeo, Ollie Flavel in the Red Bull, Green LFC, who is the actually I think the only driver who I've actually commentated on, commentated alongside Matt for F2 last season at Mexico. Maxi Luca in the other Racing Point, we've got Praga in the Ferrari, Will Murdoch in the Red Bull, and Alanik in the Mercedes. Red Bull of Will is on the track. And it's looking rather overcast as I get my stuff up to see what everyone's on. Yeah, so rather overcast conditions. A lot of drivers seem to be picking the hard compound to start the laps, which gives me the thought that it's going to be a dry race. It's got Toro Rosso following him behind, that's Foxy Dude. Let me share the link out as well to the Twitter chats, well, chats in general. And I'll also try and get the standings. So I got the standings up now, and Wummer is leading the way, Tom. Second is Mark Espy, but he's not in the league anymore. Will Murdoch in third on 44 points. Jay Frotcher in fourth, I guess you pronounce that, 42 points. TGG Jack fifth with 38 points. CC Brains sixth on 33. He is not here tonight. Foxy Dude seventh. Cliffy eighth, who's not in the league anymore. LR Nick in ninth, and Praga in 10th. Samster 11th, LR Lewis in 12th, which I'm positive is Lewis 1004, but I'm pretty sure he left after last week. FIFA for the win 33, he's not here. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong Lewis. My apologies. Yeah. The other Lewis I was talking about is 14th, Ollie Flower 15th, Glock 16th, Lawman 17th, Skeven 18th, Maxi Luca 19th, Jay Fletcher 20th, who's now down in F3, Green LFC 21st, Lego Minecraft 22nd, and Jack Lace 23rd. We've got some yellows on the track. Oh, and that's a spin by the Mercedes section. That's Foxy Dude. He needs to be careful of other cars coming around the corner. I will announce the Instructor standing since I find someone on a lap. That's coming towards the end of it. Let's go ride with Tom, with Wommer. Comes around the last corner, the number 19 Mercedes, and he is going to save that. 113.2. I don't think that's competitive lap time. He did make a mistake there at the line. We've got our first comment. It's Aaron Collingwood. Yeah. 10-man grid. It's not impressive at all, but oh, Ollie Flavel. Oh, he's kept that one. What a save. Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed to turn up myself. For those wondering where and what is, he should be back for next week. I don't know the reason why he's not here, but well, I know he's not here, and I'm filling in. Anyone else on our lap? Will Murdoch. Could be worse. Regularly had 8 cars maximum back on 2014. Lol. We got it good nowadays, especially with the spectator options as well. I know they never used to be that good back in the day, but now we got it good. Especially I have when I just started my commentary just a season ago. Will Murdoch goes pole 12.4 on hards. Someone else also came across the line there. Laggy person sets a 14.2 on a set of softs. That's surely a banker. Let's go with Greeny. Through Sachs Curve, the infamous Sachs Curve. We all know what happened there 1 year ago. Nope, to the Sun Curve. Turn 16. Where every driver seemed to get it wrong, and Greeny LFC is flatline into the pits, but he did a Lewis Hamilton type entry into the pits there. Questionable. Maxi Luca 119.5 goes 4th, and pretty disappointing. There's a good chance for points for Maxi Luca tonight. I did see that he was down the order a bit in points. God, when people started commentating on 2015, it was a nightmare since he had to start from the back and retire, and spectator controls were often unresponsive. Yellow flags, yellow flags, yellow flags. Slow car. And of course, when the F1 stream starts, and if this race is still going, we might have a restart or two, unlike this is F2 we're talking about. But if that is the case, then don't leave. I'm lonely, especially when there's only 10 drivers as well. Yeah, when the F1 stream starts, I wouldn't go there until the race finishes at least. I just want to stick around for the podium interviews, which, to be honest, they're not that interesting, are they? Unless there's some kind of argument going on between two drivers. First 2 seasons on 2015 were a nightmare in general, to be honest, since mass disconnects and terrible netcode were a common occurrence. I don't remember too much about 2015. I know I used to race on the line quite a lot in that game. I wasn't particularly slow either. Praga has just gone second and nearly bins it at turn 1. A lot of drivers getting that one wrong tonight, but they seem to be keeping it out the wall, which is the main. Is anyone else on the lap? Skeven's just setting a bad lap. Foxy Dude has some pits. Maxi Luca seems to be up this time. Let's ride with him. Through the Mercedes grandstand section. Clip the bit of grass there coming in on the entry to this corner. So second a bit up on his time through the second sector. And I should imagine he'd be going quicker as well. Plenty of corners in the third sector. We got yellows in sector 3. I think that happened behind him. Not sure who that was though. Maxi Luca then around the last corner up to the line. Goes second 12.8. That's a bad from him. The car behind him was Greeny. Yeah. Is Greeny on a lap though? I think he is. So for now, we're going to go aboard with Greeny. And there's still 9 minutes to go in this session. It's been boring so far. But hopefully the race will provide action. And hopefully some of the spectators can bring up some comments as well. Wama goes pole. 12-3. Not gonna lie, his helmet on the top looks a bit like a tennis ball. I know it isn't that. J Fletcher F2 is an embarrassment, according to him. Yeah, I mean, pretty sure CC Brain is the admin, isn't he, for this division, and he's away. So, oh, Greeny's been off on the gravel, Sebastian Vettel style. He has currently not set a time, but he'll finish this one anyway. See what he can set anyway. 17 isn't bad, okay. According to everyone. True. You know, Amos, I do like to see the tactics the two McLaren boys actually pull out each week. So I would actually like to see Jay actually continue in F3 for now, at least. It's not PSGL F2 without some shoddy turnouts and racing from time to time. Yeah. To be honest, myself, F2. To be honest with myself here, F2 is kind of like a division to get yourself warmed up for F1 and for like the quicker drivers in here, so like the Toms, the Will Murdochs, etc. I can chuck that right now for you, JP, if you want. I'm pleased with my... oh, Ollie Flavel's gone pole. When I was in the blue screen there. I'm happy with my allocation, you know, getting the RVR, the Red Bull. I don't know what it's like around Hockenheim, but of course Red Bull actually won here in real life. Even though there was a lot of drivers making mistakes around them. But Greeny LFC has gone third, and Foxy Deuce just gone second. There's yellow flags in sector 1. I think that is some slow cars. I love Germany to put me in a faster car. Sounds good. There's a lot of slow cars, that's why it's all yellow flags. Still think there's been some kind of crash to spice it up a bit. Yeah, let's have a look what's going on down there straight here. Looks like some kind of waiting game going on. There's a car there. That is Greeny's McLaren. Going at autobahn pace. I like this camera angle. Oh, there's rain. There's rain. Okay, so that means that Skeven's pretty much screwed if he doesn't get a lap now. He's coming around the last corner, actually. Skeven goes pole with a 1:11.1. To be honest, quite predictable considering he's on the softs. But he's just got that one just in time as the rain started to come down here. If I were him, I would have given Maxi Luca a tow there, being a nice teammate. So yeah, with this rain, I do believe that is it for qualifying, I should imagine, anyway. But we'll see what Maxi Luca can do anyway. F2 is full of egotistical drivers incapable of F1. Yeah. Oh, Paraga has become the first retirement of the weekend, technically. Foxy is also retired. Yeah, we might be finishing qualifying early, depends on whether more drivers retire. They all are retiring pretty fast pace. To wait for Maxi Luca and Greeny. Greeny is got to be careful because I don't think he'll get to the pits in time before Maxi Luca actually comes around. So you'll need to be careful. Byron, let's just retire. Yeah, he's off the road. Yeah, so Maxi Luca Should be the last driver, and he's done Lewis Hamilton to go. Yeah, so Skeven, Greeny, Warner, Will Murdoch. Well, one was just retired, but Will Murdoch and Maxi Luca, they should pretty much retire from the session now, just so we can get on with it quicker as well. In case there is any restart, it is F2 after all. Yeah, so Will Murdoch just retired. Just waiting on the 2 racing points and Grady. Retire, guys, please. We need to get this done before F1 comes around. Yep, just waiting on Greeny. Oh, I swear to God, if we're waiting for 3 minutes just for him to retire, then yeah. Well then, this is yeah, looks like we're in for the long haul. Retire, please, Greeny. I don't know what's been said in the chat right now, so I'm oblivious to whether there's any restarts. Greeny LFC has retired. We are going to get the race started earlier than expected, at least for 3 minutes, which is good to see. Skeven on pole, Ollie Flavel second, Foxy 3rd, Nick 4th, Wobber Tom 5th, Greeny LFC 6th, Lucky Person 7th, which is Lewis Milan, Will Murdoch 8th, Maxi Luca 9th, and Praga in 10th and last. And if every driver finishes at least 90% of the race, they all get points. Hopefully, fingers crossed, there's no restart, so we can get this done rather swiftly as well. And it's dry, as predicted. F1 starts in approximately 40 minutes, so we could just finish the race just as F1 qualifying is starting, so that's good timing. Of course, the podium interviews, you don't have to stick around for the podium interviews if you don't want to. We get the views mostly from the race anyway. As the formation lap with 10 cars here is going to get underway. No one lagged out, which means that F2, surprise, surprise, hasn't got a restart. Hooray! Only when I'm here. Saying that, we did get a restart in F3 last night. Hope race pace is similar between these guys, so we can at least have a few battles. Well, contrasting tyre selection. Who knows? Only 3 drivers starting around Haas. Of course, every driver on the grid, because there's only 10 of them, has to start the tyres they qualified on, which should make it just that bit more interesting. Hopefully as well we get a good race. That's the main. Quality of quantity. A Mercedes power car leading the pack away from the line at the German Grand Prix. I don't think there's going to be any rain to come either, since Skeven is the only soft starter. Unless some drivers try to stretch out, if there is rain on the way. Oh, what's going on here? Foxy Dude's just gone off the track. Did he do that to try and avoid Ollie? Maybe they probably tested, checked it, maybe. Caught Foxy Dude out, and okay, yeah, they passed that point where AI takes over. So yeah, we are lining up now to the grid, all 10 cars. Someone will bottle at turn 1. I haven't seen many bottlers at turn 1 over the over the weekend in the race. Maxi Luca was the only one to get disqualified and go on board, and you get to see the Mercedes grandstand. But anyway, to the front of the grid. The lights are on here in Germany. 4 lights, 5 lights. It's lights out and away we go in Formula 2. Nice to the camera angle change. Skeven gets a lightning start as Mercedes trying to split the Toro Rosso and his teammate there. Going into turn 1, he's forced the Toro Rosso out of road. That was actually Tom. Oh, they've come together. That's a massive crash. Massive crash between the Mercedes. And Toto Wolff has just banged the desk in anger over in that Mercedes garage. Some tables are going to be dying tonight. There's no safety car, even though there would have been a safety car there in real life. But Skeven has already pulled out a second deficit to the car behind. And we're already here down to 9 cars. 2 Mercedes having a horror start. As I'll check for other battles. The DRS has not been deployed obviously yet. It's only up 1. To be honest, Tom was really optimistic going into turn 1. He tried to split his teammate and Foxy Dude, and the Toro Rosso forced him out of road pretty much, and then came back on and then clipped the front wheel of his teammate, put him in the wall. It's not what you want to do. Rule number 1, of course, and that's a track extender if I've ever seen it. Game should let him get away with that one though. Guava did not get any front wing damage from the incident. He's still out there and fighting. He's going to have... To be honest, the field has not really separated itself on that first lap there, despite the crash. Got some action up here for second place. Foxy Dude pulls to the inside. Yeah. Exactly what I mean. You can't go 3 wide there. You can't just try and split cars. Around the outside, Foxy Dude. Can't get it done through there. Now he's under pressure from Lewis Milan, laggy person, in the Alfa Romeo. He's got Green LFC behind him as well. And DRS is about to be enabled to get a nice nose cam here of Green LFC's McLaren as that cuts away. Skeven, the pole sitter, sets fastest lap. Understandably, he's the only one on softs. See if Foxy Dude can try for it this time. Looks like he's got a good toe compared to him. I need to get telemetry up. See what ERS they are running. Yeah, Foxy Dude was running high ERS. Got the run. He doesn't get the overtake they need to. It's pretty much going to be a carbon copy of what happened last lap. Is battling behind Wommer and Maxi Luca. Maxi Luca tucks in behind Wommer, gets the move done. And it literally is a carbon copy of what happened last lap for Foxy Dude. Go again. All these guys pretty much have DRS in each other. Anyone could end up in this second place spot, which, to be honest, could actually be whoever gets this done here can actually determine the race in terms of winning it, because Skeven's probably not going to win the race on softs, is he? Or the soft strategy compared to everyone else. And one was surprisingly getting involved in that first lap accident with his teammate has just gone and set the fastest lap while being down in 8th position. Maybe he can make some moves. Of course, I do believe he is championship leader. Will he get moved on here on Praga? Down the inside. Doesn't outbrake himself, does he? But Praga was going to turn in on the Mercedes there. Didn't expect him to come down the inside, but he's got the move, and my cat's just knocked over a ladder. Brilliant. Damn comments. Welcome to my world. Anyway, back to the race. Positions don't really seem to be changing. Yeah, so Ollie Flavel's now in DRS range of Skeven. Foxy Dude has pretty much so far been left in the dust. He's not really had the gap. I do believe that coming down into the hairpin, we're going to see an overtake for the lead here. Ollie Flavel, Foxy Dude, and even Lucky Person could possibly win this race. Skeven is not going to challenge it. He's not. Is he pulled to the outside to try and break the toe, I think. Down into the hairpin, Ollie Flavel leads, and Foxy Dude tries it around the outside. Can't get the move done. He hasn't really got a move done. But he's tried for it so far this race, but hopefully they'll change. It probably will change. Goes down the inside. The softs have gone off on that racing point now. He needs to pit before long. Foxy Dude is going to get it. Goes off the track. Just stay side by side. Outside line isn't going to work there. Now here comes Lewis Malamazi. No. Who want to send it down the inside of Saxo? There's a contact there. I think there might have been contact. Now Greeny LFC is right on the back of Nike Person. And Skeven does in fact pit. So that means that Racing Point are running last now in this race. Ollie Flavel's just pulled out of DRS range. Ollie is probably going to win this race. But the battle for second is still on. Despite having 9 cars currently in the field, we've actually got some good action going on. Lucky Person is up into second place. Foxy Dude just can't seem to get enough out of the mediums when ideally they should be at their peak around now. Doesn't want to try it down into Mercedes grandstand section. Will Murdoch and Green LFC make tyre contact? Will Murdoch is through up into 4th. So, Lucky Pearson now, it's up to him if he can close down that gap to the leader. He has just gone, in fact, just gone and set the fastest lap of the race, so maybe this could be his. Got a lot of cars running wide at turn 1. I think it's Praga there. Green LFC also got a penalty, probably because he cut the inside. But I tell you what, Skeven is only 13 seconds behind the lead pack. As there is moves. Is that nearly 3 wide there? Gap closed for Wama, he couldn't make the move. It's a bit of lag for me. Murdoch and Green LFC, they're going to have to be careful here. It looks easy on paper to go side by side through there, but it really isn't. Someone's going to have to back out if they are really close. Green LFC retakes 4th position. And this is the main battle, I think, at the minute, unless Lag Pearson does track down and catch Ollie Flavel, which is quite nicely. Return 1. It's within 6 tenths, that's definitely doable. Compared, let's see what ERS they'll be running down that straight. Lewis Milan currently running 0, but he's going to ramp it up now. He's going to put in an overtake, which maximises his top speed, of course. He is going to try and get a run here on Ollie Flavel, and this could be the lead going for Ollie. He pulls to the outside. Lewis tries to cut back. This is going to be close. They were very close to... Well, Ollie was close to running Lanky Pearson Lewis onto the grass. Lanky Pearson leads the German Grand Prix now, and I'm going to do a bit of unprofessionalism here. I'm going to go and get some food, because I think it's just arrived. I am back. So anything happened? Some film in. Which is the closest battle right now? It's Ollie Flavel. Set for second place. Ollie Flavel should pick up a time penalty as Praga pits. Running on for another set of hards. Quite runningly for other drivers. He's only taken those last 9 laps. Oh, he's got wing damage. That's why. Okay, so Praga's away. And we got a three-way battle for the lead. Oh, that's why. That's naughty. So. Foxy Dude and Ollie Flavel. Looks like Foxy Dude is not going to really go for the lead. Yeah. As Maxi Luca picks up a penalty, there's nothing really going on right now other than these battles. That's why I'm not really speaking much, so. But DRS is going to be deployed here for Ollie. Get the move done. No, it doesn't. Never even went side by side. I don't even know what I'm on about. But it seems like now Lewis or Nagperson has just seemed to lost a lot of pace. He's now within 3 tenths just Foxy Dude to take back the lead. Oh, gone to the gravel there, the Foxy Dude. What we've also got to remember as well, as Foxy Dude actually picks up a penalty here, is that these drivers, they're wheel users, so usually when they dip it onto the gravel, they've only up again and go. Oh, Lewis, what? What happened there? Lewis lost it down the straight. I should know that, Lewis. Usually gets up to those things right now. I've raced with him. Praga sets the fastest lap. Indeed it is Chulo. It's very confusing. I don't know how he does it down the straight, but this is Lanka Pearson we're talking about, so anything is possible with him. Of course, I remember when he dropped it off the line in the Silverstone a few seasons back in his F6 days. No, he was alongside me when that happened. Maybe. But now he's got to do all this work again in retaining this lead. Nice little helicopter cam here going down the Parabolica straight. Oh, Foxy dude. Into the pits. Gonna be crucial now for the race. It's a race between the two Red Bull sides of garage. That makes sense. And it's Foxy dude out ahead, as it was when they came in. It rejoins in P6, Ollie P8, and Skeven, despite being on 8 lap pole odds compared to these guys, is in between them, which should mean that he'll come out in around 3rd. So, Lewis Milan finales the race. He's got Will Murdoch not actually too far behind here. Maybe Will Murdoch can come out of nowhere and get a good result. I know he's in the fight for the championship at the minute. This will help him. Lewis and Greeny pit. And Foxy dude and Skeven has jumped Lewis, and maybe even Ollie. Ooh, lag for God's sake. Made it look like he was going to cut in front of him and cause a big crash, but Ollie gets the move done. What can DRS do? Lewis Malam's on the inside. Does it? But the cut back for Ollie means that he can regain the place. Yellow flag. And it's Maxi Luca out of 2nd position. Has binned it into the wall. Somehow getting away without any damage, although that's not going to help his tyres. Maxi Luca has bottled it. And I should imagine you'll pit at the end of this lap. New tyres, because those tyres can be wrecked, yeah. Pits. It's a bottle for Maxi Luca, and he is out. It's gutting to see former F1 drivers struggling this much in F2. This Milan seems to be dropping off the back here of Ollie. Oh, he's outbroke that, hasn't he? Ollie even locked up himself, but yet Lewis nearly went into the back of him. Compared, there is Muskeven is running wide through there. Ollie's going to get a run. No, he isn't. Even, in fact, Skeven has pulled away a bit. Now it looks like that Foxy dude may have this one, but you know, I did say that before. Ollie, like where he is now. Just waiting for Murdoch to pit, and then Foxy dude will retain the lead of the race again. Here on lap 17, Maggie Pearson's picked up a penalty. Lockups everywhere you go. Where's this in comparison to Ollie's right there? Ollie tries to protect the inside, doesn't really leave him much space. Lewis gets the braking good and done. I think Ollie may have hit the back of him there, but that's fine. Like a person past Steven for what will be next second. Steven has a look at it again here. That's cutting behind. I'm sorry if my commentary has been bland tonight, but it's pretty much other than this battle, nothing has happened. And that's mainly down to how many people are actually on the grid tonight. Hopefully we can have a better turnout in F2 next week. Of course, Omeware should be back. DRS seems to be doing pretty much nothing right now. At this rate, it looks like Foxy Dude's race to lose. Nothing happening. Yellow flags, and it's Greeny LFC. He's in the wall. He needs to be careful. We're joining. There's a Ferrari coming, and a Mercedes of Tom. Oh, nearly going to the side of him. Anyway, back to the battle for what will be P3 or 2. Will Murdoch seems to be taking his soft but hards quite a long way here. A question for the chat, if anyone is still here. How many of these drivers do you think will be in F1 next season, and if so, who? That's what I would like to know. It's good to get involved with the chat during these dull times in the race. Tell you what, it's gotten dark rather quickly today. Will Murdoch finally pits. Walmer maybe? Yeah, it seems pretty quick. Of course, this race he got him on that one incident with his teammate, which really meant that he couldn't show his true pace with those front runners. And Will Murdoch, fair enough, he's actually come out relatively close to this battle. Maybe a push from Will here in the final stages. Greeny, who's in last, gets a penalty. Could be interesting to see how he plays into things, yeah. Tell you what, I might not do podium interviews because, like many of you people in the F2 chat right now, eager to see what happens in F1, and so am I, to be honest. So, yeah, I don't think there'll be any podium interviews today. Sorry to anyone that's been looking forward to that, but yeah, it is what it is. Yellow flags. Oh, Foxy Dude is gone! He's balled it! Where's that at? Oh, he's balled it out of turn 2. It's a bottle from Foxy Dude 101. And oh my goodness, this is a league battle I've ever seen. Oh, what have I been missing? Oh my goodness. Will Murdoch down the inside at Skeven. Yeah, that's just thrown everything into the bin now, really. And indeed, Chulo, it's another bottle in this race. As Skeven's gonna, Will Murdoch's gonna send it down the inside of Sack's corner. He gets it done. And that's optimism playing to its best. And Skeven's had enough of those R's. He's into the pits. The hard tyre strategy playing bits for Will. They don't know what hit him. At the front. They don't know what hit him. Walmer gets the penalty, and if anything happens between these two, maybe Walmer could get up on the podium. But Will Murdoch leads the way in Hockenheim. It could well be a Red Bull 1-2 here. Depends on what Lewis Milan like a person is like defending Ollie Flavel. Indeed, he has. It's brilliant time to pit off those cars. I didn't expect him actually to be that close to the lead battlers, especially when you use about 12 seconds of run. You don't expect him to get that close, but he's played it perfectly. And looks like he could be the winner of this race. Although I have said that many times before, and in this race at least, and yeah, look what's happened. It's like a curse. Expect something to happen any time now. Well, those Red Bull guys are known to be quite efficient with their stops, so maybe that was the case there. But I don't know what happened with Foxy Dude though. He balled it, but no trace of how he did it. Didn't really see his car on anyone's on board when they came around where they overtook him, or the crash site. Only 10 laps to go here in Hockenheim. It's been a decent-ish race, but it feels like a drag. Ain't gonna lie. I imagine the rest of this will play out pretty boringly, just like the rest of the season. Sent in by two different people, and I'm missing an overtake here. Like appears to naughty flag going on my screen. Yeah. Saying that, Foxy did bottle it himself. Get a nice helicopter view of this battle that's going on. It's a, oh, that's at least a warning. Yeah, Lewis Milan, naughty with his track limits there. 7 finishes, only 10 starts. It's been pretty dreadful, and that's what F2 has been this season. Dreadful, absolutely abysmal. It's a show. It's honestly a joke, right? And it looks like we got some cloud form there on the straight. It looked very dark on the straight, so maybe I'm going to say this now, but if it happens, it's probably going to happen like about 3 laps to go and everyone's just going to finish the race and stops. But oh, look, get the memo by now. But I meant slick tires. If it rains what if it rains? Because it's overcast at some parts of the track, whereas some parts are like cloud, like straight over here. But that will probably be covered. The rest looks overcast to me. Of course, got rain in qualifying. That's why it ended so early. And like I said earlier, this F2 race is going to be finishing rather earlier than usual for once. Because of the qualifying finishing with 3 minutes to go, because, yeah, everyone started a session on dry set lap, and then rain came in and everyone retired. But we're going to pay our attention to this battle. Lewis Malam gets a very big wobble out of there, keeps it together. Ollie Fowler to the outside. Lewis Malam seems to be holding his own there for that P2 position. He does not want to let it go. DRS is open for Ollie Flavel. I'm just going to call him Ollie for these last few laps. Ollie has got it. Seems rather easy for him. No, it doesn't actually, because Lewis is going to send it back down the inside. They make contact with the side pod and the front right there. Lewis tucks into the slipstream to get a run down into the next corner. Ollie cuts over to the inside to defend it. Now on the outside is Lewis, now to the inside. Indeed it is Lickle. It should be poled. If not, then it should at least get a few more drivers that are capable, that are committed to this division, because it seems like to me, with only 10 drivers, it's not that committed. Well, a lot of people are not that committed to it. I have seen a lot of championship contenders leave this division, of course. I've heard stuff. Whether that be for their own personal reasons, whatever, but yeah. Yeah, he needs a fantastic admin like you, Nickel. I do believe CC Brain is the admin for this division. I don't know I don't know what he is like for an admin, but seems to me he's just a little bit off everyone else. Let's say I'm trying to keep it as light-hearted for him, at least. Oh, contact, rear end contact there. Lewis must have thought he wasn't getting through the corner. Must have been a bit slow on the exit. Caught Ollie up, sure. This league has just nullified the hard work for admins. Seems like it. He did. I think Prague, could be on for fastest lap here. He's on the soft. He's already 3 so we'll keep an eye on that. But for now, we're watching this battle. But it definitely looks like there could be a possibility of rain looming on the horizon, because it's gone very dark very quickly here. That'll make it 3 races as well for this weekend, where the race weather has gone from dry to wet towards the end of the race, and Lewis has picked up another penalty there. I'm not going to spoil penalties, I never usually do. I never will do. So I want to leave it as a surprise. For the viewers at least. And I'm going to go on the onboards there, see if there's any splash of rain that may appear. F1 time, and that means this stream is going to lose all sense of excitement. Let's say it's going to be dull. Everyone's going to leave off for F1, aren't they? Prague has just set the fastest lap. That will make his total points on this race go up to 6 points with the extra point. Again, there's still helicopter view again. Anyway, Ollie Flavel now within 5/10 of Lewis, and that's ever so decreasing as usual. Now, it's time for part jabillion of this battle. And it seems like the same thing has happened again as it did last lap there. Lewis Malam getting shoved up the rear, mid-corner. Seems to be working out for him. It's a lock up from Molly there. Now, if I was Ollie, I wouldn't really go too aggressive on Lewis, so that's P2, because if he doesn't get him, at least he's safe in the knowledge that he will probably end up on the podium in this race, unless he's got penalties that make Wommer third place. Yeah. It seems to be lightening up again now, so it looks like the threat of rain has seemed to dissipated. Lordium came to the chat. The sack commentator was commentating here for a few weeks until they get sacked. Brake check in mid-corner. Let's see if he does it again here. Like a person defends inside, so he can't do what Chulo was telling him to do. He's going to send it around the outside. He's outbroke himself, and Lewis is going to keep the position for at least a few corners more. Seems like that Lewis Malam is the Petrov, the wall, the Great Wall, the Berlin Wall, it seems to me, at this race. Just not letting anyone go. I don't want a nose cam when he's a car ahead. There's a car behind him. Nose cam is the worst possible angle for a battle. He's saving his ERS and he's deploying the DRS. There's Ollie Flavel. He's just got 2 laps to make this move. He got a wobble out there. Will he be close enough to even think about having a go into the hairpin again? Go on board with him down the straight. There's Milan got a wobble there. He seems to be struggling a lot there. He just dropped it on the straight earlier. Like a person goes to the inside to defend again. Ollie needs to not outbrake himself, although Lewis seemed to come across him there, and he's trying to. Oh, yep, there is contact again this time. But this time it seems like Ollie's going to get a run down into Mercedes section. Thanks, lag. I don't even know what's going on now. Ollie down the outside. As will Murdoch. He's just dominated since he's made his stop, hasn't he? Starts the penultimate lap. But right now we don't care about that. We are going to go back to the battle for third position in this race. Ollie Flavel. They've actually got a lap car up ahead of Greeny LFC. He needs to get out of the way when they get close. Power sliding for turn 1 again. Womber seems to be catching. You know, if Ollie Flavel has any penalties, he might not even end up on the podium in this race, and Womber could take it. Although, with what happened on lap 1, who knows? And Greeny LFC there, very hesitant to let Lewis go forward straight. Ollie is, yeah, he hasn't got enough ERS. He's got to save it now if he wants to make the move. He's got to save it until the last lap, because Lewis is also saving, so he won't really lose any time. But is he going to put it up? And we got a yellow flag, and it's not Will Murdoch. It's no one. Okay, we got some movement there. Can't make that around the outside. He is saving ERS, I hope. But he's not. He needs to be saving ERS. He wants to have a go down the straight on the last lap. He's not gonna. I say that. He had to tuck him behind, otherwise there would have been a collision there. Now he needs to save. Now he needs to save, because otherwise, if he doesn't save, he won't have any ERS to make a move. But on the last lap, down at the hairpin, I don't think he'll have enough. I don't think he'll have enough at all. I do think that he has bottled it for himself to get that P2. And as penalties say anything, maybe that's why he's trying to be nice to those, you know, keep him behind. He hasn't. Yeah, he's not saving ERS. You need to save ERS if you're going to do it down the straight. Otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere. Look at that, he's got hardly any ERS to make it now. He's going to go to the outside, but will he make the move? Lewis is going to go more defensive than usual because it's the last lap. Anything matters now. And a cutback. Lewis broke himself. Ollie's going to go defensive to the inside. Ollie gets the move done for now. On the last lap, Laggy person around the outside. His contact, he gets forced off the road. But Lewis down the inside again. He's outbroke himself now. Ollie gets the cutback. And Lewis Malama's balled it. He spun and Wobber takes third position. But that is not going to be our minds for a second. Will Murdoch around the last corner. Murdoch is going to win in Germany. And there's a crash at the line. That's Praga. Actually, DNF. He's done a Chulo. Sorry, not Chulo. A Frizzo. And he actually, I don't think he will actually keep that P6, so unlucky. But Ollie is going to take second. Tom is going to take third. And Lewis Malam bottles it. Big surprise, really. Skeven takes fourth. Lewis Malam does. Oh, he takes fourth in the end, but it's still not the podium he's wishing for. And Prague actually lost out on that P6 there in the end. So no 6 points. He'll actually end up getting 5 points from this race. Yeah, JP, you know too well about that one. That's it then. I won't do any podium interviews. I'll leave you all off to go and enjoy the F1 race. Probably should just be starting right about now, so it's good timing. As the champagne gets sprayed between the two Red Bull drivers, there's a Red Bull 1-2 here at Hockenheim in F2. So there we go, we're done. Will Murdoch is the winner of the race. Ollie Flavel second, Wommer third, Lucky Person fourth, Skeven fifth, Greeny sixth, Praga seventh, Foxy Dude eighth, Maxi Luca ninth, Nick 10th, Foxy Dude, Maxi Luca, and Nick DNF'd. I'm pretty sure Praga should be classified. I mean, like, he did nearly come across the line there. 6 finishes, well, 7 technically, but yeah, Praga will be classified. As that is it here in F2. Yeah, there's no point really in doing podium interviews when there's an F1 race about to start. The viewership is just going to drop. And yeah, to be honest myself, I want to go and watch the F1 race. So we are done here in Hockenheim. PSGL Formula 2. Same time next week, 7 PM. It should be Owen Wyatt back next week. You won't be hearing my voice in the combox next week. I'm off for 2 weeks after this one. So yeah, that's it for Formula 2 this weekend. Everyone go and enjoy F1.